You know, if there ever was a name that could be attributed to the great change in history of this country, it would be the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah, Monday is a day set aside to honor the great leader, and there are events all over Delmarva to do that.
One of them takes place at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center in Salisbury. Jesse T. Ballard is the president of the Tri-County MLK Coalition. Thank you so much, sir.
My pleasure.
For joining us this afternoon. So give me an overview of the coalition. What do you do?
What we actually do is, as our motto, bridging the gap that exists in the community. And of course, we foster bringing the community together as a whole unit. And the community includes, we even like to keep our costs at an area where that the grassroots people can attend our function. It's educational, it's social, it is filled with the atmosphere of spiritual upbuilding.
Let's talk a little bit about the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Do you think that his legacy is still alive today?
Yes, it is much alive today. And my heart's desire is that the entire community would come in and help us to celebrate, because he didn't only work for a certain sector of the community, but the well-being of everybody. The institutions of higher learning and all are now available to all people because of his efforts. For instance, the blue-collar workers, he fought for their benefit. And anybody that you can think of today has benefited predominantly from the actions that Dr. King, so especially nonviolent. And who could say today that we don't need more nonviolent people in our communities?
And that's the truth. Let me ask you a tough question. Do you think the youth of today appreciate and understand the work that he's done?
You know, I consider the youth today who have electronics at the end of their fingertips. Those individuals, I don't count them out, because they can research and find the information readily. All they have to do, or we have to do, is create a desire in them to want to know something about this. So our process is to keep them interested, keep the information flowing around them, so that one day, hopefully, they'll decide to push the right key.
They'll tap into it.
And it's at their fingertips, and they can find that information. We thank God for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You obviously have done a lot of research on Dr. King. Is there any facet of information that you think would be surprising about him that people may want to?
Believe it or not, the most surprising thing is that, like when we solicit participation in the community, many people count themselves out because, you know, I wasn't a part of that. And surprisingly as it may seem, it involves them whether they know it or not. So that's why we say educational process is happening even with our young people in the morning. We have the Salisbury High School Association who teach them, show them, and demonstrate to them that he did it for them as well as for the people in the area in which he served.
Right.
So there's no one left out as far as we're concerned.
Now you're talking about Monday's event.
Monday's event
starts in the morning.
Starts in the morning.
And they're doing this for the kids to see.
For the kids. For the kids.
What are they doing?
We actually have the bus contractors donate their buses, and they make regular runs to pick up kids from all areas that desire to come and be a part of that activity. The Salisbury High School Association Committee joined with the Tri-County Organizations Coalition, it was then, which is Tri-County MLK Coalition now, and we decided to work for the best interests of the community, bringing the community together.
So you have the youth activities in the morning, and then there's a banquet in the evening?
Banquet in the evening. Now, the youth activity doesn't cost them basically anything at all for the youth to come. So it's somewhere along the line, the finance have to come in.
Right.
So in the evening program, we do charge you to come, have a dinner with us, be educated again, another very spiritual, aligned process.
All right, so give us the wheres and the whens of what's happening Monday.
It will happen at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center. Hopefully, if the weather is cooperating with us, the youth program starts at 9 a.m. in the morning and run until noon. And then at 6:30 p.m. in the evening, we start the banquet activity that pays for all the functions to happen that day.
All right.
And we do want to shout out to the community that have been so supportive for 34 years. We really appreciate them.
That's
fantastic.
wonderful.
It is. It is.
Jesse T. Ballard,
Thank you, sir.
My
the president
pleasure.
of the Tri-County MLK Coalition. Thank you.
Thank
for
you
being
so
here.
much. Thank you for